Okay.
I messed up with the shirt. Our editor said I shouldn't wear white shirts.
Kaj
but
će si daš jopcover? Sam to
it's
ću imaš
fine.
da imaš čez roke, pa mogoče
It's
vse malo
good.
boljš.
Ker je without brez zakonike. It's gonna be the same. It's fine.
It's fine.
Are we live?
I have no idea.
I think we are.
Are we?
I think so. 27 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the new episode of Royalty Cosplay Podcast. Coming to you live this time from our regular place.
Yeah.
I'm Matitz. This is Clara.
Clara, hi.
What are we gonna talk about today?
Today we are basically looking back.
Something happened.
Something happened. What happened? Webcam utility. Yeah. Hi. Okay. We good?
Are we back? I think we're back.
Yeah. Our camera just glitched.
Okay. If it makes a sound every time, we will be able to notice it.
Okay. If we're looking down here, we have a screen with every status of this live podcast because we are not used to this.
No. First time, but
Yeah.
we are quite good with first times.
Are we?
Usually, are
Yeah.
we not? I think so.
I mean, every time I think there's like a technical difficulty that we're solving when we edit the videos, but it's always something different. It's not like a repetitive mistake
there's always a next mistake.
Yeah.
Anyways, today we're gonna mid-season recap.
Yeah.
For the last 5 months of this shenanigans and all the conventions and everything.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna jump into some Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many Q&As do we have so far that we collected through Instagram stories?
About 15.
15?
We
Do we
also
have time?
Let's hope so.
Okay.
We also have some from our editor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some extra.
He's not
bonus
here
questions.
today.
He's not here today. He's at home. Probably being very happy that he won't have to do anything for this episode.
It's Labor Day for a reason.
Yeah.
So let him enjoy it.
Before we start,
yeah.
What are we drinking today?
Today we have, I think, Sakura Cherry Blossom Green Tea.
Sakura.
Yes.
Cherry Blossom.
I was right.
I think we had this one before, so it's nothing new for us.
Yeah, I like it. I like this one. It's green tea. So
let's pour. Let's pour and let's start.
Let's just take the bag out first because it's freshly made.
Fresh batch. I love how the tea is something that connects us.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of I don't know, energy drinks or something. I don't know. Not saying they're bad. They're not always bad. Sometimes you need an energy drink.
And if somebody's wondering, we are cheating today with bigger cups.
Yeah, but I am color coordinated with our, what is it, color scheme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Podcast team colors.
Yeah.
Awesome, beautiful.
The only thing we will not have today is our intro. So.
Okay, we can do this.
Okay.
It works.
Kind of works.
We'll when we edit the live stream, we'll just add it here.
Sure. I think it just goes online after this.
Depends. You can choose if you want.
Choose?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can choose to edit it or discard it or keep it as it is. I think.
Okay. We had we just had a little break from filming for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't see each other, so we will probably have a lot to talk about, or not. A lot has happened.
A lot has been happening, but nothing really happened. I think, at least not for me. I've been working on my cosplay. That was a lot. but it's not finished yet, so nothing actually happened with it.
Nothing finished yet. But you have a whole month yet left.
Mm,
Well, 20 days.
22 days.
Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, it's yeah.
I'm used to having months of time. Firstly, because of the job, because I only could work in the afternoon.
Mhm.
And then when I was on maternity leave with my first kid, I still had months, but because I wanted really good cosplay, the
Mhm.
Ashton one. So I was used to, when he was sleeping, I was used to having hours upon hours. And when my husband came from work, I was used to having hours and hours. And now that's, I'm still on maternity leave.
Mhm.
That hasn't changed with the second baby, but there's two of them now, and they don't sleep, either of them,
At the same time
N-
or at all.
at all.
Oh.
And it's quite in the evening when they finally do go to bed,
Mhm.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
So it's been days when I'm like in the morning, yay, when they get to sleep, I'll go downstairs and work on my cosplay. And then the evening comes and they are actually asleep. And I'm like,
Your battery is
can we
empty.
just Netflix and chill? Like literally, not the.
The other version.
Yeah. Can we just. Yes, please. So today I'm on, I think, strike 6. So 6 days ago.
Don't count those days. Just don't count them. They
Yeah.
don't count.
Yeah, okay, thank
It's
you.
been one day.
Great advice, yes. Okay.
Episode 10.
Episode 10.
Yeah, oh my god.
Mhm.
It doesn't feel like it.
Really?
Does it to you?
Yes and no. Yes, because it's been a while,
Mhm.
and we did cover a lot of themes throughout the podcast.
Themes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
titles.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to talk so more.
Yeah, there's more to
So
talk
much more.
about.
Yeah.
I don't have this time in my head. I don't have like the time. How what is it called? Like
Feeling for time
Yeah.
passed.
yeah,
Mhm,
I
mhm.
don't have that.
Mhm.
So it's like we started yesterday
Oh, okay.
for me. It's not like 10 episodes and like 5 months.
Mhm.
God damn it, 5 months.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Maybe it's different for me because I know that we started during my maternity leave when the baby was a bit older. So I was not constantly with the baby.
Mhm.
So that was around when he was 5. So
Yeah.
now he's 10. That's why I know it's been 5
Months.
months. Yeah. 5 months. He was 5 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm counting months in baby ages. And cosplays as well. When I was pregnant with this and this baby, I was this and this cosplay because
Yeah, that's a good way to remember them.
I mean, I don't know if it's good, but it's what it is.
Yeah, but it's also how we count the conventions.
Really?
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Okay, yeah, maybe.
okay, like when someone says like 3 years ago at this convention, I was like, wait, what was a cosplay?
Mhm.
So that's the way I know.
Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that on MofuCon, the first MofuCon,
Yeah.
so last year,
Mhm.
we knew that we were pregnant with the second baby,
Mhm.
that I was pregnant with the second baby, but we didn't tell people yet. We told them on the Christmas, so a few days after
Mhm.
MofuCon. So I know that I was pregnant then, but not many people knew.
Okay.
So on the convention, yeah,
You were cosplaying what?
just a regular, I think, Hogwarts student. I think I
Okay.
was a regular Ravenclaw,
Mhm.
no name.
Okay. Yeah, talking about MorphoCon, that was actually the first convention after we started. Is that the first one?
I
Yeah, it
don't
was.
know
I
if
think it
what.
was.
I no, it didn't start yet because I didn't give birth yet.
This year's. I mean,
This
yeah,
year, yeah, second
for this
MofuCon.
5
Oh,
months of
sorry,
our
sorry.
recap.
Yeah, I
That was the
think
first one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a big
It
one.
was.
It was a big one.
It was a big
Yeah,
one.
it was a fun one.
It was a fun one. It was a big one. It was a great one for me. I finally the reward that I got for winning the cosplay competition was a discount code for cosplay shop dot. Is it DE? What is it?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Cosplay shop.
I finally for Namana cosplay I finally shopped there and the stuff arrived and it was like a big package. I can insert picture when we edit this video, but it was like on my doorstep, like a giant what's it called,
Package?
package, but round shaped package. Like it was a column in front
Okay.
of my door and okay.
You're finally using it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we were gonna show something today, but I know that you like secrets though.
I mean, I've shown hints and clips and black and white images in Instagram stories.
God damn it, spit. What is this?
asam on and off.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe can, if anybody's listening, because I see a number 2. When the camera shuts off, does the video stop as well? Because I'm
And
not
also,
sure.
can you hear us? That's an important question.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see if we get any
Or
answers.
is that a no? Anyways, we're just gonna edit this later. I guess.
Can we check on? Can I
Oh,
open?
hi.
Hi. Okay, something happened.
Oh, Naro is here. Yes and yes. Great.
Yay. So yes, when yes to the, you can hear us when the camera shuts off. So you don't see us, but you can hear us. Okay, good to know.
Hey.
Hi. Wait, I'm gonna come closer so I can see people. Okay.
Can you see people? How
Yeah.
can you see people?
Names.
They can see
so
you.
that I know the name. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mofucon was very nice.
It was.
Yeah.
And that was the first convention.
After we started,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a nice one. I was in Julian. We got, do you remember when we talked about the reporter guys that came and they
Yeah.
actually did for like some? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw the video.
What did you think about it? Okay, let's just explain it a bit
Yeah.
so everybody knows. It was just like for I think like a parody show on some TV. I don't even know which TV
I think it was like a news sequence.
Planete? Or was it Planet?
I don't know, but it was for the news segment, like the after news funny type of thing.
Yeah.
Like a plug-in between episodes, I think. Sketch. I think it's called a sketch. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a sketch.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't like the connotations of it. Like, you know what, I'm gonna go to a convention because there's a lot of like virgins there.
Okay, so
You
for
know what I
people,
mean?
there was a guy, apparently. I
You
luckily
didn't
I didn't meet the person, but he was coming up to cosplayers and convention visitors that looked either provocative or were somewhat
I think
expressing their fandom in the way that they dressed, and he was selecting those people. Matit's being one of them, I think.
Yeah, I said no.
Yeah, you said no. And then he interviewed them, and at the location, you didn't know what the questions were meant for. Like it was supposed to be
I
a
don't
sketch.
think he explained to anyone.
Yeah.
He just asked questions
Yeah.
like how, like, give me advice on how to lose virginity and stuff like that. And it was, I don't know. When I watched it back, I didn't find it funny. But I did like what answers fellow cosplayers gave him.
Yeah.
Because they were like a little bit making fun of him.
Witty
Yeah,
comebacks.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
nice. All in all, it did give I don't know if did they mention that it was MofoCon, like
I
a
don't
convention?
even know. I think it was just a general convention
Yeah,
or something.
that part I think I was mad about, so that it was not said that it's MofoCon because
Mhm.
it would still serve as some sort of exposure and commercial. I mean, um,
Yeah,
uh,
exposure. Just
yeah,
a little bit of like yeah. But
yeah,
who are the people who watch the show? Not really target audience at all.
yeah.
Like
That was
our
the second
generation
part. Yeah,
doesn't really watch TV.
that was the second part that bugged me. Like they knew what kind of audience they are targeting, and they made conventions and cosplay look what they expected conventions and cosplays to look
Yeah.
like, not the let's bring conventions and cosplays closer to normies, but
Mm,
let's keep the drift, not the drift, the prepad, um,
I don't
keep
know.
the distance
Yeah, yeah,
of knowledge.
yeah.
Yeah,
And keep this. This is what it is. I'm telling you what it is.
yeah,
Not explaining what it really is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it was.
I'm very glad that I was caught completely off because as I mentioned, I saw him filming me a couple of times,
Mm-hmm,
walking past and here and there and everywhere,
mm-hmm,
and he even like when he noticed that I noticed him filming me, he was like, "Oop, look." And
mm-hmm.
I'm very glad that he cut me out. But other than that, I really enjoyed cosplayers giving him
Yeah.
answers.
I'm happy. The only video that he has of me is Phoebe's head, so it's not known it was me.
Yeah.
Like just a head walking past him. But yeah, what was before and after that?
That's a question.
That's a question. Is it?
I went to London.
People joined? No questions.
Naro didn't like that. Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry. I have to get closer because I don't have my glasses.
You have glasses?
Tot teden zjuretom Godlerje bilo. Yeah, Naro's right. Jure
Uh,
Godler, it was
so
David.
that's the name of the sketch, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. She didn't like it, but yeah, I
Thank you for.
I agree. Cosplayers did good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the important part actually. Like, have him
How
and
we
love the
handle,
cosplayers.
yeah, how we handle them.
Yeah.
You can handle them by saying no.
Mhm.
Others were witty enough to say witty stuff.
Yeah.
What's the question? You
I
said
gave you a question.
no. You said that is the question. When
Yeah,
I
you
said
said what was next, and I said that's the question.
okay,
I think after that I went to London.
you went to London. Yes,
To
you
that
did.
convention.
Yeah,
Forgot the name, but okay.
it was
Hi,
not. The,
Luca. Oh, Luca recorded it. Nice. Yeah, we can see it over and over and over again. The Jure Godler prispevek, I guess.
Yay!
I mean, okay. At least people were on TV.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like
Yeah, London Convention.
London Convention. Yeah.
As I remember, you said that you enjoyed it,
Mhm.
but the cosplayers were very um,
Yeah,
not
the vibe was
so
different.
not
Maybe it
so.
was me. Maybe it was them. Maybe it was both. Maybe the way I approach people was different than what they're used to. I don't know.
Mhm,
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll go back to this convention again. Like
Okay.
the size of it, it was like bigger in a physical sense. It was a bigger
A lot
hall.
of walking.
Yeah, maybe a bit more a bigger artist alley. Um,
Oh, sorry.
but as far as like the level of cosplays and everything goes, I wouldn't say they were so much better than what we see in Slovenia actually.
I forgot to ask you that time. What were they focusing on? Like artist alley,
It was like
cosplay.
the majority of the hall was artist alley and stores. and the competition was in an entirely different place.
Mhm.
Like it's a bigger hall where
Mhm.
there's a lot of smaller halls,
Mhm.
and there were actually two conventions at the same time. The first hall was this Comic Con. The second one was DragCon,
Mhm.
and then the alley in between was like restaurants and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So you can go out and eat and get back again.
Okay. Okay.
And you had to go out and upstairs in a very very like smaller place
For a cosplay
the
competition.
yeah
Oh,
for the competition.
that's
So people
inconvenient.
actually didn't know where it was. I didn't even know. I was running up and down, asking people where it
Okay,
is. No
okay,
one
okay.
actually knew. I found it then.
Did you
Yeah,
in time?
yeah.
You saw
But
that.
well,
Uh-huh,
I
okay.
think I missed like first couple of
Mhm.
like maybe 2 or 3, but yeah.
Nice. Okay.
But it was like I wouldn't say
Sorry. Umiko vibe. Oh, okay. I'll have to translate it. You said that. Wait.
at Umiko, the
Umiko
Italian cosplayers said the vibe of our cosplayers
better.
is very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Хвалили, praised.
Praised.
The Italian
Yeah.
cosplayers praised the vibe.
I think we're a very nice community. I mean, maybe that's I shouldn't say this because I'm on the inside of the community, so I really don't have the right perspective. But I think we are.
You are the nice one. Yes.
I
Yeah.
we.
I mean,
God damn it!
yeah.
Why is this happening?
I don't know. Maybe we're too much for this camera. Are we too much for this camera?
Is this camera too much for us? Okay. At least we're back in like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oops.
I really like that our community is growing
Mhm.
in a healthy way.
Mhm.
At least I see it in a healthy way. Maybe
Mhm.
someone else doesn't, but I think we're like most of us are like friendly to each other. There's no big drama going on.
Yeah, I haven't seen like a gigantic gatekeepy problem.
Yeah, but if something arises, I think we still deal with it in a positive way, like in a healthy way. Like
Mhm.
there's at least from my side, if I have something, a problem or whatever, I'm gonna approach people and we're
Mhm.
gonna talk about it. There's not gonna be like a lasting resentment that lasts for
Mhm,
years
mhm.
and that drama build up that then evolves into something else hitting each other.
Mhm.
I think that we
Yeah.
always solved everything.
I haven't had
Not that
an
there was
issue,
yeah.
so I didn't yet had to solve any problems, I think.
Yeah. I think the only problem we have is the problem that everybody knows about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
But we talked. I mean,
Yeah, we
At-
approached, we
yeah.
talked, we did we actually solve anything though?
solve, probably not, but I think it's on both sides. But we did talk and we did come to the at the
Some
time
sort of
said
conclusion?
not a conclusion, but we made terms and the terms were met at that time for that specific thing.
For that, yeah.
Yeah. At least what I demanded was
Mhm.
in one
Ish,
way. Yeah,
ish
yeah.
though, ish.
It was done.
It was done.
It was
Ish.
done.
Yeah. Anyways, Nora, do you have anything to add to that?
That was a tea spiel.
Ooh,
Ooh.
as far as Q&A goes, I
Yeah.
had a Q&A.
I think we should start Q&As because
You
we only
think?
have it's 23
We
minutes
didn't
now.
even get to Umiko yet. That was a
Okay.
nice recap.
Okay, yeah, but
A lot has happened in these 5 months.
mhm,
Yeah, not only
It did.
conventions like okay, we had Movocon and we had Umiko.
Mhm.
We're preparing now for Namuna,
Mhm.
which is on 25th of May.
Mhm.
So 20 days from now.
Yep.
Apart
Ish.
from that, did you do anything?
No.
I had a Dune premiere, which was very nice.
Yeah. Oh, Game Gang. We
Gang was
had a
also, yeah.
live stream on Game Gang.
Yeah.
Not stream, live episode
Live episode.
that was later edited and put on YouTube. But yeah, we did Game Gang.
Yeah, we did a lot of things.
I didn't go to Umiko, sadly. Again, you? I don't remember.
Yeah.
You did.
It was very nice. A lot of things that happened. Like there was so much happening, but it's so nice that Umiko is now in this hall where you actually can. You don't have to go in another hall. Maybe okay, you have to walk upstairs, but that's it. Everything is like open,
Okay.
and if you go upstairs, you can like scout out
Oh
everything.
yeah, I saw
Yeah.
clips on Instagram, like stories and stuff. Yeah, that
It's
was
so
nice.
The competition was also nice. There was a lot of guests from Italy, like Nora said before. I liked it a lot. Yeah.
I will really, really try to go next year.
Yeah.
I promise to
Gang Gang was
myself.
also nice.
Yeah.
Although we saw less of it. Like the competition was competition. We can say that. I think it wasn't like a normal competition that we have.
Competition was on Friday, right?
Saturday.
Saturday. It was a Saturday Sunday event, right?
Friday, Saturday, Saturday.
Oh,
3
okay.
days.
Ah, okay. So okay.
But
so
the
the
costume
competition
was on Saturday, and
on
then
the second day.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then we
Okay.
had our thing
On
Sunday
the third
morning.
day. Yeah. So I only went on Sunday. I haven't seen any parts of the competition. I did see Lonely Wolf J and Ari this on Sunday, so I saw
Well, others
his
as well. There was a lot
Skyrim.
of
What?
people. Others as well.
Yeah, but I saw the winners on Sunday, not
Okay.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, and also I haven't seen a lot of Game Gang at all because I was cooped up in that little part of the smaller what's it called? Order.
The second order. The second stage.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had our thing and then we had lunch and then we came back and had the other thing, which was the Dune RPG. I don't know. I don't remember the
RPG.
whole name.
Me neither.
Like adventure something. And then we went home because of the
But
kids.
it was nice. Like I liked that episode. I think we were the whole thing was very like fluent and everything, and we had nice guests.
Yeah.
That
Did we convince you to
yeah,
LARP?
of course you did.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm just waiting for Numina to be over and everything, and we have some other things before Numina even. So there's a lot happening right now. But after that, definitely, I'm gonna become a LARPer.
Yes.
The only thing about Gang Gang that I didn't really like was the artist alley. Not only that it was like small, sure, okay, like you know how much space you have, whatever, but that it was so far away from everything else and hidden with this wall. Like what the hell
I
is that?
noticed that. Yeah. I stumbled upon it by accident actually because that was the only close thing to the second stage. So I said to myself, okay, I have 5 to 10 minutes before we leave the convention. I'll just go around and look at the the lower floor where the second stage was. And I did go left. If I went right, I would miss it because I didn't know it was there. So I luckily did go left and I stumbled upon the artist alley by accident. So thank God I did because that was my only purchase there that day. I bought like a print of a froggy from I think it's called Hana art. Hana, yeah. I'm sorry. But
We
yeah,
are so good with names. Everything.
The problem is because I know the person's name, but I don't know the shop's name usually, or the vice versa.
Yeah.
So it's.
I usually know. I like my brain. I just talked with a friend of mine. At this point, she's a friend. I was just telling her that my brain works in a like I remember faces. I don't remember names. Like, but I will know someone's face and everything.
Okay, I remember faces if they are connected to the happening that I remembered. So, like a thing that happened or situation, I will remember the vibe, the colors, and the person's face probably. But I'll completely forget the date, the name, maybe I'll remember like a season, like summer
Yeah.
of Sasasa, and I'll probably remember my state because of the children. So if I was pregnant, if I was on maternity leave, if I
What
was
was
not yet pregnant,
happening to
yeah,
you?
yeah. So the bigger bodily changes of myself. Oh my god! But yeah, um,
Yeah. Oh, I also had a Tekken. What
Tekken
was it? Tekken
premiere.
game coming out.
Yeah,
Coming out. I don't know what it's called in English, but
the
yeah,
game of Tekken came out,
Tekken 8 came out, and
and they
me and
asked you.
Clarox, we had like a little gig
Mhm.
in Big Bang. We made Jinkalama, and she made the name, of course. I forgot it of her character, but yeah, that was also fun.
Mhm.
It's fun. Like I was just explaining to a friend's friend yesterday what I do with cosplay outside of conventions. I was
Okay.
like, okay, sometimes they ask me to make a cosplay and come there, and I was like, you know what? Actually, when I was in Big Bang with Taken, I was playing the game for like 5 hours. It was like the best
In
job
cosplay.
ever.
Yeah.
More, please.
I mean, yeah, when we go to Cineplex, we usually get the tickets for that movie that we're cosplaying for. So after the gig is done, we just go sit in the
Yeah.
audience and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I started with Cineplex. I
Yeah.
just went there in cosplay, and I was like, I'm
Watching the
here.
movie.
I'm gonna watch a movie.
Something. No, that's it. Okay. Game
Do
game.
we Game
Yeah.
Gang? We said everything. I think.
Yeah.
Umiko we mentioned.
Mhm.
Yeah. I cannot wait for next year for Umiko. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but
The camera shut off again. But why is it doing it?
I don't know.
Is it like any battery signs or red buttons clicking?
The camera, it says it's
Full battery. It should be full.
however the
I mean, we did
is-
jinx it at the beginning of the episode when we said that every time something technical is happening. So I guess today
Look,
that's
at
it.
this point, it's our thing.
Mhm.
Every episode, something is going on. Like
We can count it. Okay, so first episode we didn't have a good camera
no,
and
the lighting
or
was
editor.
off.
Of course, we didn't have the light at all. The second
And
episode,
we were very shy. I think in the first episode we were like shy as hell and like really like watching it
Probably
back,
still am.
we did grow. We did learn how
Yeah.
to do things.
ignore the camera.
Yeah.
I think then. And there was the mic.
The mic, and there
mhm.
was no camera for like 10 minutes.
Mhm.
There was no footage.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
us
yeah.
talking. Things happen. We're not scientists. We don't know this.
The episode about mental health had the microphone issue. We one of them was.
Yeah. Maybe we should stop talking about the problems because we're gonna make them bigger.
Okay. How
What
are you?
went right? Everything else went right.
Yeah.
So far, so good, I think.
Mhm.
I did talk about a podcast with someone like maybe a week ago,
Mhm.
and he was like, "Oh, I'm making a podcast about like some art stuff." He's like an animator. He works in animation, and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, I have a podcast too about cosplay." Blah, blah. He was like, "Oh great, which episode you're on?" Like, I think we're gonna be on 10 now. He was like, "What? On 10? Like most people stop at 3." I was like, "What do you mean stop at 3?"
We have so much to talk
We have
about.
so much
It's
to
not
talk
even comprehensible. Really? What? Yeah. Okay. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe it is kind of like a lot of work with editing
is,
and
yeah.
everything. If you're not live like this,
thank you so much, guys, because I would be lost without you. That's why I wanted a co-host and like somebody that has knowledge of
Yeah, I
the
didn't have any
hardware
knowledge.
or software.
I didn't have any knowledge. Thank God for our editor. He taught me everything.
Yeah.
Like yeah, even though I have up sometimes. Like the last time I was editing, something went wrong. But let's not talk about stuff that
We
go
said
wrong.
positive things. Yeah.
Positive things. To 10 more episodes at least.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. Do we start with Q&A now because
Yes.
we are time limited? We
Do
did
you
gather
have
some
them?
questions from Instagram and yeah, let's start with Instagram.
Yeah.
Let me just open this. I didn't really write who asked the questions,
Mm-hmm.
but they're anonymous. First question: what is cosplay to you?
You can watch our first episode because I think we answered that specific question to detail.
Mm,
But yeah, cosplay to me is probably getting the craftiness out of my system
mm,
because my hands need to create stuff. Also, a great way to hang out with like minded people on conventions, on any sort of cosplay related events.
mhm.
Mm, and also a great way to express the love for the character or franchise.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it for me, probably,
Mhm.
which is pretty standard.
Yeah.
But
I'm just gonna copy this and insert it here. But yeah, mostly it's just a way of artistically expressing myself in a way that is mine to choose.
Mhm,
I like that part.
mhm.
That I get to choose everything that I do about this,
Yeah.
how I do it, when I do it, the way I do it, with whom I do it, everything. And it's also like a nice. I like that as far as this artistic expression goes here. I like that it's not limited to one thing or that I can only do it one way, but I can do it so much in so many different ways,
Mhm.
like in a group, alone, in a photo shoot, in like that,
And
and
we're
blah, blah,
still
blah.
talking about cosplay, if anybody's wondering. Because if you take everything that you described and put it on in the description for OnlyFans, people are gonna wonder if you take the cosplay word out. You'll
What I
see what I
mean,
mean when you watch it back.
okay. And I said artistic expression.
Mhm.
OnlyFans is also an artistic expression.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. What is for you the easiest part of cosplay making and the hardest? Do I go first?
Yeah, because I need to think.
The hardest, I think, is just deciding what I'm gonna do next and finding time to do it. That's the hardest part.
Mm-hmm.
The easiest part is probably just when I get to like paint something, like
Mm-hmm.
not with sprays, but like with like
Brushes.
brushes and stuff,
Okay.
or like um, just drawing on the clothes or something like that. That's the
Mm-hmm.
easiest part.
Okay.
And the weights.
Oh boy. Okay, so probably for me the hardest part would be time management as well because of the children right now.
Yeah.
Mm, what would be the easiest for me? Oh, setting the sewing machine. Not the sewing part itself, but I like to prepare the tools that I'm gonna use
Mhm.
because
You get excited.
yeah, because I have this ready. I can do this now. I think mind shift is important to me. So
Mhm.
when I see the setup for starting to create it, it gets me hyped, and
Mhm.
I think that's what it makes it easy for me as well. So yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
I think the tools ready and prepped, not just the sewing machine, but that was my first thought. Like, oh, when you insert all the needles and threads and everything, and you get a scrap piece of fabric and just run it and see that it's working, and you're like, yes, now I can begin. But it goes the same for like heat gun. You see the heat gun over there
Yeah.
sitting? That's waiting for me to
Mhm.
start it again. So yeah.
It's nice that you have it outside, so whenever you walk into this room, you
Mhm.
see it, and you're like, okay,
And I have
grab
glass
your.
doors, so not even I don't even have to enter this room. I can just pass it by on the hallway, and I get excited.
You
Yeah.
see
So
it. Well, next question. Oh, if you were a furry, what animal would you be? Hmm. Let's guess for each other. I would guess for you maybe a fox.
Wow, am I that easy? Oh shit! I would be probably something like a fantasy version of a fox.
Mhm. A magical fox, mythical
Yeah,
fox
yeah.
with several tails or something.
Tails one is easy, and let's keep it at one. Like, not, I'm not a kitsune type of
Mm,
person, but more like a fur coloring would be not gray brown.
maybe blue.
Surprise, surprise! It would not be gray brown or beige like I tend to dress, but I would go probably crazier.
Mm,
Oh, you. Oh boy. I'm bad at animal guesses. Can you give me the continent of the animal?
I don't even know what I would want to do. I
Ah,
just
okay.
that's why I asked
Ah,
you,
so
so you would give me.
it's more like a suggestion than an
Yes, please.
actual guess.
I have some. I have
Mhm.
some.
Are you limited to real animals or fantasy
No,
ones as well?
I was
Okay.
thinking about that too. Like maybe
Mhm.
something mythical.
Then I would give you like a a type of creature, but not a bird, like a
Okay.
griffin or a hippogriff or a periton. Yeah,
There's a lot to choose from.
peritons are great because they have a stag-like
Mm-hmm.
body, but then the wings of a bird.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have antlers
Okay.
and the wings.
Okay. I was thinking, maybe can you do a moth?
Yeah,
Maybe that.
I
I think
think
that
I've
would be
seen
cool.
one.
Like having this big antennas and some fur around
You
here
would be
and
so
big
cute with
wings.
those big eyes. Yes.
Or maybe something aquatic.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Or I don't know.
Use so many
We
possibilities.
really need.
I'm simple. I'm just a
we,
fox.
yeah.
What did you want to say?
I wanted to say something, but now it got me to say something else. Eh, Papa,
Camera.
the camera is up
Is at
again.
least so nice that it tells us that it's going to shut off, like with a click.
Are we back?
Yeah.
I think we're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question. Next con. That one's easy.
Yeah.
Na
main
Yeah, we already said that. If you could cosplay anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I kind of like Slovenia because of the
Yeah, but you
easiness.
already cosplayed in Slovenia.
Okay, so anywhere else. I really want to say Germany because I see it has a lot of cosplay mindsets already established and supported. I see jobs there. I see cosplay shops dedicated solely to cosplay. I see great influences from Germany coming here. So yeah, probably that area.
Okay.
Not America,
No.
because of all the restrictions and copyright issues and everything that they are trying to solve
Okay.
right now. But and I did want to say Australia, but it's really hot there, so not many cosplays come. Either you would burn in them, or you would have to limit them, or really alter everything to not cook yourself.
Okay. I got this question a bit differently than you. I thought it was like if you could cosplay for once, like for like a week or something
Ah,
to
okay.
travel, or I don't know. Anyways, I
Anywhere.
would do like
Anywhere.
I would actually do like Australia or New Zealand or Hawaii. I would really like to go to Hawaii.
But you have a lot of shirtless characters.
Yeah. Maybe some photos with Namor on a Hawaiian beach. I would also like I would cosplay at a Comic-Con in like Los Angeles just to have the experience to see what it is like there. There's a lot more, I think, Marvel and X-Men cosplayers there. I've seen a lot of big groups of like the whole X-Men team and everything. So that's something that we don't have here yet.
Yeah, yet.
Yet. Maybe after that goal.
Yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. Next question. Homemade or bought?
Homemade for me, but solely for the craftiness in my
Mhm.
fingers. But I don't discriminate. I'm probably gonna do a bot. I mean, I guess it's a closet cosplay because it's going to not going to be a bot cosplay of the character, but it's going to be bot pieces that I'm going to put together to create a character.
Okay.
So, but I'm planning to cosplay it before Namanam, basically.
Okay.
I'm hoping I can make it. Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I
Either
don't
way is good.
discriminate. Yeah,
Either way goes. I
yeah.
don't have a preference.
I have
Like,
more. I have more homemade cosplays, but
mhm.
that's just me because I want to create them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't mind. Either way goes. And I think the majority of my decisions is based on how much time I have
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because I am quite limited with time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
If you know that
if I would
Nomano
have,
is coming in one year, then you have 1 year to create it.
yeah,
But if somebody hits you up, hey, are you prepared to cosplay this and this in 2 weeks? Then I'm like,
yeah.
yeah.
Although that happened with Taken,
Mhm.
and we did manage to make it in like a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Thank God. Like, but it's still like, thank God that we had everything so it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I didn't have a black wig to style,
Mm-hmm.
what would I do?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Okay, next question. Favorite part of cosplaying?
Seeing the finished cosplay on a convention, but not just for me, of like anybody that if I follow you on Instagram and I see your craftiness like in stories or in posts,
Mhm.
and it's not finished yet, and you tell me it's going to be on Namano or something, I'm really looking forward to come to Namano to see it in person. Like,
Mhm.
oh my god,
Mm.
yes. So not just my cosplay, any cosplay, just yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ditto. I like that too. I like the Hi. Oh, it's our editor. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, Darko. um,
You just came to the Q&A. Anyways, the question was, oh, favorite part of cosplaying.
mhm,
Yes, that what you said, and
mhm.
also from the whole everything, I think the photography is also one of my favorite parts
Okay.
because I can express my way of being the character through photography.
You lucky. I'm bad at taking pictures. It's a lot of work to be my photographer.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to pose, and I need a lot of encouragement and like not in a way you're doing great, but like okay, can you do this
Yeah.
pose? Put yourself like I need a lot of direction.
Well, it also depends on the photographer, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I did work with photographers who were like, yeah, I got it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what do you mean you got it? You made one photo. Are you
Mm-hmm.
sure you got it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
because
do you
I'm.
want me to just like bend a
Do
little
I
bit or
keep the face and
something?
change the
Yeah,
pose? Do I change the face and keep the
yeah.
pose? What's
Like
going on? Yeah, okay, okay.
Ori had a very good Ori, you know Ori.
Yeah.
He was like, if your body is not in pain while you are posing, you're doing something wrong.
I remember that sentence. It was
Mm,
on the main Vidnega
yeah,
last year
yeah,
when he had the lecture about posing for
yeah.
cosplay.
I was like,
That was great.
I need you. I need the photographer to say, yeah, move just a little bit. Do
Mhm.
this. Like, okay, you did great, but just a little bit of do this. Like, or maybe let's try this now.
And the
You know what I
pain
mean?
happened to me last time. I had a photo shoot, I think a week and a half ago.
Mhm.
And because of the baby, I'm really bent these months in my upper part of the
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah,
because you're
because
carrying.
I'm carrying like this, so my shoulders go forward.
Mhm.
And I made a pose, and he came up to me and just did this, like he poked my shoulder
Mhm.
to do
Back.
this, and I did it, and it was fine. We took great photos, but then in the evening when I got home and relaxed, I was like, why am I hurting so
Mhm.
much? I actually had a muskelfieber. What's
Yeah.
the English word? Muscle
Muscle
pain from
ache.
exercise
Yeah.
because I had to stand up straight and sit up straight. It was fun.
Yeah, but the final product is you'll
Yeah.
always worth it.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. OnlyFans when? OnlyFans when, Clara? When are you gonna make OnlyFans account? I think this one is targeted to you especially.
You already have an OnlyFans?
No.
I am
OnlyFans.
tempted.
Do I have an
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans?
I am tempted to buy me coffee or coffee. I think it's two of them, like different ones. I have to like research, but for the podcast, not for me specifically.
Mhm.
I'm not doing the OnlyFans. Probably. I'm a mother now. I can't be expected to. I don't know.
I mean, OnlyFans is not only for
I
posting
know. I
naked
know.
photos. You can just,
It's
if something is not really for Instagram,
yeah.
or maybe if like you post one photo on Instagram, you say like the whole set is on OnlyFans, even though
Okay.
you
Yeah.
don't
That
show
I
much
yeah
skin. Like I think that's okay as well.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe some
That
feet
part I
pics.
can try. Yeah.
Next one,
Feet. I think there is a site for only feet.
only feet.
What's it called? It's like for specific. It's like OnlyFans, but for feet pictures in
Okay.
any type of
Why
setting.
do you know that?
And I'm thinking like, is there a cosplay that's like there's probably a lot of cosplays where feet are important, like shoes or something. It's not just a naked
Yeah,
feet,
but you
but it's
also
like
have like,
shoes and stuff.
yeah, you do have cosplayers who do like OnlyFans and they do focus on feet as well.
Yeah, so they should go on that site because it's
Maybe
really,
they
yeah.
are. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
What's the name? Okay,
It doesn't
next
matter.
question. If
Next
it pops up
question.
in my head, yeah.
Have you ever lost a cosplay piece? I'm guessing at a convention or somewhere.
I probably did like forget it on a table, went away, and then was like, and went back
came
to get
back,
it.
yeah.
But I didn't forget.
You never lost it.
I never lost it or forgot it and remembered. Oh
Mhm.
shit! It stayed in Ljubljana. Camera, thank you for letting us know. But I did. Yeah, we're back. We're back.
We're
Yes.
back.
I did lose my elf ears. They're not specifically cosplay ears, but I did lose elf ears like recently, a few weeks ago. I have no idea where they went. I went on a birthday or something. No, I went on a game night dressed as an elf.
Yeah.
And when I came home, I guess it was a late hour or something, and I just took them off. And I know they were on my sink area
Okay.
for like weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess my
then
husband
you-
got tired of them and
Okay.
cleaned them, like put them somewhere where I could
Not see them.
clean them up, posprout, put them away
them away,
safely, and I
yeah.
just lost them. I remember the last time I saw them, they were on the sink, and now they're gone.
I lost my ears as well.
You did?
Yeah, several times.
Oh,
At
okay.
one point, I lost one ear. So I still have one ear of
No.
that set. I don't know where the other one is. And I lost a whole set recently. Or maybe I just misplaced it and I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, I
once
still have
make a big
hopes.
spring cleaning of my cosplay area or something.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think I lost anything. I did broke my Stormbreaker a couple of times.
The Stormbreaker broke.
Yeah, that happened. Like at the first convention I ever came with the Stormbreaker, I did this for like a camera, like this, and I think the head was too heavy, and it just broke. Like, and yeah.
Yeah, my Ashton hammer, the tip was glued on, but I guess I stepped on it too hard when I was taking a picture of like me having the hammer down and my foot on the hammer. But I did glue it back on the convention, and it's still holding. Like
Okay.
that glue on the convention, like a first aid kit for cosplayers, was really good. It was on Namana. So I immediately, when I noticed it, I fixed it and it was fine. So
Okay.
yeah, but other than that, I don't think I lost. I
Other
lost
than
like
that,
a
you're good.
hair, a wig cap or something.
Okay, yeah, but
it's
I don't
like-
think that
yeah.
counts.
Yeah.
Do you ever plan to stop cosplaying, or will we see you cosplaying at like 70?
Depends on the company, I would say.
If your
If
friends are gonna cosplay, you're gonna cosplay as well.
if the guys that are cosplaying at my age right now are still gonna cosplay, like you or Jan, Lonely Wolf J, or like all the names right
All the
now.
names.
If like one or two people will still cosplay, then yes,
Mhm.
but not like an exposure character. Like I'm not gonna be on stage anymore or something.
Well, you never know.
Mm,
Maybe when we're 70, 70 is not gonna be that old. Who
maybe
knows?
yeah, maybe we'll
Maybe
have
maybe we will be
lessons.
half robots. Who knows? That's like so many years from now.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
I
progress.
hope I will.
Yeah.
I kind of hope I will. I
Mhm.
hope I will still have this enthusiasm for it still. But like a lot can happen from like that's a lot of years. I'm not gonna date myself, but that's a lot of years.
Given that we're making this podcast when we're above,
Do you imagine? Do you imagine still doing this podcast like when we're 70? Hello, everybody.
maybe
Oh,
if
in our
we do
days.
recaps of the conventions, like the teams will probably, if nothing major happens with like materials and stuff, the topics will get really old and repetitive. But the
Mhm.
conventions, we can still do recaps of the conventions.
Okay.
Like 70-year-old podcast. That would be amazing. What's the oldest podcast in the world?
I don't
I'll
know.
Google it.
It's probably,
Yeah.
not that old. It's
Yeah.
not such an old
Mm.
media source. Media.
I know that like Rhett and Link are still doing their thing, but that's not a podcast. That's a show. I don't remember.
I think I lost some questions.
What?
If you could have any superpowers, what would they be?
Time manipulation. For
So you would
obvious
give-
reasons. No, that's a tough one for me because when I was younger, I really, really wanted to be a shapeshifter,
Mhm.
like
But
Mystique
that
or
would be
something.
very easy to cosplay. Like if you
Yeah,
would have.
yeah. And I was not even a cosplayer back then. I just really wanted to change my form at
mhm.
any given moment. And I really liked Mystique from the
Yeah, same.
comic books,
Mhm.
not the movies, because in the movies she never changes to animals, but in the comic books she does. So I really wanted to be a shapeshifter to shift into animals, but not like a one animal, like a werewolf or something, but like multiple. Like if I want to, like in Dungeons and Dragons, when you are a druid and you can
Mhm.
shape form. What's the spell called? Please,
I
somebody
don't play
help.
druids right now.
What?
So I don't know.
Okay,
Um,
so yeah, that
Change shape. I don't know. Doesn't
something like
matter.
that.
If someone knows, you can comment it. But if you don't,
But then later, I kind of wanted to become invisible-ish type
okay.
of person, um, and be like a spy. No,
Mm.
and right now, yes, time management, please, please. Time manipulation, not management, both.
Mm.
Um, yeah, you, Storm.
Yeah, always. I don't know which came first, like this weather manipulation or me liking Storm because
Mm-hmm.
it's so back
At the
in the
same time,
past. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, like I was always like nature focused and elements focused.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably start with like the weather and everything, but then I would probably want to be like weather, water, fire, earth, everything.
That
Like the
reminds me,
Avatar.
I did want to be an earthbender, but before Avatar. So I didn't even know about Avatar, or it was not even out yet. I really wanted to be an earthbender
Did
because
you
of the
watch Bleach?
broken. Yes, but also the Broken Sky trilogy books or
Okay, I
7
don't know
books. They get stone inserted in their spine when they are born,
that. Okay.
and those stones change the color of depending on the power that you're granted. If you don't have stones, you don't have the power or can't control it that much. I don't know. But more stones that you have, you are more powerful.
So you can have
So
several stones.
yeah, like more
Well, as
like
long as it's not a kidney stone.
um depending on how rich your family is, so how many
Okay,
stones they can
okay.
buy for the babies, like
Mhm.
christening him for them. But I really wanted to have like an earth power because it was really well written in the book.
Okay.
Like the character could feel vibrations in the earth and morph with the wall if she wanted to
Oh,
hide,
nice.
or make golems and fight with them.
Mhm.
It was amazing.
Mhm.
So, and then the Avatar came out, and of course Earthbenders, and then like Thoth and everything, and
Mhm.
also, and then I realized why I like it, because as a baby I watched. I mean, as a baby, my sister, when she babysat me, she watched Labyrinth a lot, and there's Ludo, the character,
Okay.
if anybody knows him. Um, and he could talk to rocks, basically rocks
Mhm.
friends. So yeah,
You wanted to be friends with
yeah.
rocks.
So I feel rocks a
Mm.
lot. That's still part of me, but it's not really a useful like time manipulation skill. So
Yeah,
oh wow, that was a long answer. I'm so
it's
sorry.
fine. Next questions. Well, now we have three questions from our editor.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
When
First
will
one. Oh, you're gonna guess the question?
yeah? When will we give him peace? No, I'm kidding.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. When is a duo group cosplay project situation from used to's coming?
What? So when are we collaborating?
Yeah,
Basically. Okay.
I hope for the X-Men. We already talked about it. Like
Mm-hmm,
we talked about if you would cosplay an X-Men, who would you
mm-hmm.
do? I mean, at this point,
Probably.
we all know who I'm gonna do at some point. This is the third question. When are we finally getting a Storm from X-Men cosplay from me? Um, the moment I decide on which costume to make.
I mean, can you make multiple and
Yeah,
just
I probably can. I mean,
become a Storm cosplayer? Like,
yeah, I was thinking about that, but it's always the start. What do I start with?
mm-hmm,
So I hope Storm's gonna be in Deadpool and Wolverine.
mm-hmm,
So I'm probably gonna start with that one because
mm-hmm.
it's not gonna be from an animation. It's gonna be from like live version.
And the most relevant, yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna be the easiest one to replicate
Mm-hmm,
because I'm gonna see a physical version of it, not a comic book version
mm-hmm.
or an animated
Yeah.
version. So I think that's gonna be easier.
Camera, set, bye
Camera
bye
said,
again.
not anymore.
Um, yeah, collaboration. X-Men. Yeah, yeah.
We still have a lot of battery though, so I don't know
Yeah.
why this is happening.
Mm.
So yeah, that's probably
We did collaborate when we took.
kind of
I mean,
yeah.
we went on the same photo shoot, and we did make a funny photo
Yeah,
or multiple of them.
yeah.
Marvel
That
meets
was just
DC,
that was
but that was spontaneous.
spontaneous in the moment. We did collab on the Avengers.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that wasn't like planned. We didn't plan. Oh, you're gonna do Mantis and I'm gonna do Thor, so we're gonna or
I
Captain
mean, I
America at this
was
point.
invited because I was Mantis.
Yeah, we were all invited because we already had
Yeah.
cosplays.
We were thrown together by other people. Yeah.
Yeah. A situation
Mm.
arise when we could cosplay together.
I
And
know
it
that
will.
you like fairies, and I now have a
Yeah, you do.
fairy-ish cosplay in progress, so maybe something like that.
Maybe.
I have the correct wires now, so
Oh.
we can fix your wings.
Yeah, that's important. Or maybe when we LARP. I mean, I am
That's not a
guessing we're
cosplay.
gonna. Well, okay. True.
Except if we like LARP brother and sister or something like that, like
Mm,
that we have to collaborate on our origin clothing or
mm,
something like that.
yeah.
In LARP, it's easier and also harder.
Mhm. I realized that we have to stop talking about our plans
Why?
in life because,
If they don't
or
come.
maybe not. I have heard from several sources that we are a source of inspiration for another podcasts. Um,
Okay.
a little bit of tea spilled, I guess. No, I don't even know who noticed it first, but at some point it came to me, or then I told some other friends and they noticed as well. That it happened on several different. Someone also has a podcast. someone out there.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3 people, he, she. I'm gonna just say they, them.
Okay.
They, them. Have a podcast. And I'm guessing, like people are guessing, and they told me that
Oh, so every time we mention something on podcast.
yeah, like we mentioned something and then they did it.
Oh,
And
okay.
then we talked about doing something and then they did an episode about that. And then we actually did something and they wanted to do it as well.
Okay. I mean, is that such a bad
it's
thing?
not a bad thing. We're I guess a source of like, okay, once, like if it happens once is a coincidence. If it happens twice, it's a coinkiding. Like if it happens more times, there's a pattern to it.
Thank you for having us for a source of inspiration. I guess.
I mean, I guess we're doing something right with our 50 followers or whatever.
I mean, we have.
No, I meant like
5,
in
like,
general, like
yeah. No, I did. My sister asked me how the podcast is doing, and I said I have actually no idea. And we went to check in that moment how many views we have.
Yeah.
And she was expecting like 5 to 15 people watching the videos, and I was like, yeah, probably something like that. And we opened the YouTube and see the number of views for a video, and we were both thrown on our asses. Like only one video is below 50 views.
Okay.
All of them are above or and even beyond, like
thank you for watching
thank
us
you so much.
And thank you for actually enjoying it.
Yeah.
At this point, like, yeah. Third question. This one, I think he meant for me, not so much for you. How is it like balancing being a mom of 2 and doing everything else?
A lot of compromises with my husband. A lot of time management, as I said. A lot of preparation in advance and expecting days and weeks and everything. It's like a whole schedule has to be made just for me to be free on 3 days time to go downstairs and craft. But when it comes to events, it's I think it's easier and better because the husband is also excited about Comic-Cons and everything, so he supports me going and him going with me with the kids.
Yeah. It's so good that you're not married to a normie who wouldn't get that.
I mean, we did meet through LARP and cosplay. So, and that was a big, like, oh, he has similar mindset to me. So,
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Being supported and you two could also cosplay together.
What?
At some point, you and your husband. At some point in the future.
Yeah, I did ask him if he wants to, I think like 2 years ago. And at that time it was like who's going to take care of the kids then, and now it's who's going to take care of the kids then. And I'm waiting for them to be big enough so that we can cosplay as a family.
Family cosplay.
I guess we could do it now, but then we would be limited to be in a group activity. Like I wouldn't be able to go on stage to film our podcast on Game Gang or something like that. We would be like together. Yeah, we did something for the carnival, me and when the first baby was born. The second was not existing yet, and we did go to Kran like in a group costume situation. But yeah, my wishes are not his wishes. His character choices are not the same as mine. He really likes like villains and dark characters and like or really complicated builds. And if we both want to create the cosplay, we would both have to have the same amount of time to create it, which is not possible. So he prioritizes me finishing the cosplay. So yeah, thank you.
I think we answered everything.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let me just check. So many different like you've sent me
Is there
something
on the chat? I'm just gonna hide. Family cosplay. Yeah, чим вече толкова се натрапиш моите. They grow up too soon. Yeah, I agree.
Do they?
If you have any questions, yeah, they do. If you have any questions that we haven't answered, just write them in the chat and we'll just hang out here for a few more minutes to see if anything pops up right now. Um, did you
One
find
more
it?
question.
Oh, okay.
What is the best and the worst part of convention while cosplaying?
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay. Probably. Okay, but we're in specific situations where we are really, oh shit, involved in cosplay competition part,
Mm-hmm.
at least for Nameni Vidnega.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did just give you an example of Game Gang today, where I couldn't see the con at all because of the things that I was involved with. So the same goes for the competition part because you have to be at prejudging and then at a certain time for the competition part. Um,
That's why I think it's so good at Namana that me and Clara's gave this timeline
yeah,
slots
yeah.
that you know exactly when to be there, and
Mhm.
before that you can either get ready and after that you have so much time to just
Enjoy. Yeah,
explore
you don't have to
everything.
be at the prejudging for
Yeah,
2 hours and
yeah,
wonder when your
yeah.
turn
You
is.
have
Yeah,
to
that's
stand
amazing.
outside the
Yeah.
doors and just wait
Mhm.
for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's very good, I
Mm,
think.
yeah, but yeah, well, in cosplay. Also heat, depending on the cosplay you choose. But I'm stupid that way, so I'm always hot on Navidnega. Even last year when I was Padme, I had straps, not sleeves, and I was still warm.
Mhm.
Ashton was a short, sleeveless character as well, but they are made of leather, so I was still hot outside. So heat
Mhm.
is also an issue for
Or
cosplayers.
cold on the other side.
Yeah, your shirtless character. I'm kidding. Um, what's the easiest was part of the question as well, right?
Probably you can answer it though.
The hanging out part,
Yeah,
talking to people,
yeah.
having the courage of the character.
Mm. I think the worst part is after con blues.
Yeah.
That's always the worst part because I try to come to every convention with an open mind of like, God damn it!
Camera said
I think this
nope.
is the last time
Okay.
because we're already over 1 hour.
Yeah. Camera said no to this answer. Too sad.
Um, yeah, I always come to every convention with an open mind of like, I'm gonna experience a lot of things,
Mhm.
but I'm not gonna be sad on if I don't experience that. I'm gonna be sad or miss out on something.
Mhm.
I just go with the flow, so it's easier if you have like less expectations, because that's quite restricted.
Healthy.
Yeah.
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 Is it going to be this year as well? Last year and previous years, Namene Vidnega had an app with the schedule.
Yes,
That was
I think,
amazing
yeah.
because you could pick what you want to see and you could set reminders
Mhm.
and everything. So that was amazing. So you could manage your where you have to be at what time. So that was amazing.
Yeah.
So
I hope we're gonna talk about Namena Vidnega soon.
mhm.
I don't think I told you I invited Rebecca to our podcast.
No, you didn't. Okay, yay. Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, I hope she comes. I hope we will have the time actually because
Before
Rebecca,
before
yeah,
Namene.
before the because we all have a lot of things to do.
Did she answer you?
Yeah, she said if we find the time, she'll
Okay,
come.
I have an idea. My husband is one of the organizers. You are here. You could just set up like a meeting or a sestank
A meeting.
meeting here, and after or before that, we can film the podcast.
Okay.
And she
That
would be.
would
She
solve
would
a lot.
already be here.
Would your husband also come to the podcast?
No, because he has to babysit. I. He would be probably too shy. I don't know actually.
Have to ask him.
That's a good question. His answer would be like, "Why English?" or something like. I think somebody wrote something. No. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Mhm.
Do you have anything to add? Do you have a question?
Do I have a question?
That's a question.
That's a question. What will you cosplay on Namana?
Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's quite like I had a lot of plans, different plans from like 5 months now, probably. And then I was like, no, this is too much work for a convention when I have to like run around and like when I don't have 1 hour in the morning to get ready. Like I need something simple.
Mhm.
So just a wig, elf ears. I had to order new ones just today, so I hope they arrive at the right time. And just a shirt and pants, so I'm comfortable.
That
And I
reminds me
can.
of shit. I need ears as well.
Well, maybe I'm gonna find mine, or maybe you're gonna find yours. Yeah,
Yeah.
fingers crossed.
Okay.
Maybe if you find yours and I find mine, you can have 4 ears.
Okay.
Uh,
You lost me there.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I hope it works out. I'm quite excited about it.
I just noticed your hat. Can you show it to people?
Oh,
'Cause-
we will your cues.
Okay.
Yeah, I love this because you can take the
Yeah.
letters off
That's
and
amazing.
just write other things on. It's fine. It's fine. We're done. We're gonna finish now. Before the camera says goodbye instead of us. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this live version of our podcast.
And
Um,
all the previous
Yeah.
9 episodes.
Yeah.
10th episode. Wow. Thank you for being here, Matthias.
Thank you for
Really,
being here and being so nice to talk to.
that's amazing.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I guess Namana is the next episode. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Nothing is set in stone, so maybe we're gonna change our plans. We'll see. Other than that, thank you for tuning in and bye.
Bye bye.
How do I do this now?
Conchai.
Enjoy.
The red big
Oh,
button.
no.
Bye.
Bye.